Vecna's powers make him more than a monster, they make him a nightmare you can't wake up from. With psychic and telekinetic abilities strong enough to rival 11, he can invade minds, twist reality, and kill without lifting a finger. In the Upside Down, he's even more powerful, controlling the hive mind and everything in it. So, the big question is, if Vecna found your deepest fear, could you escape? Telekinesis is one of Vecna's most terrifying and unmistakable powers, a raw, unyielding force that bends the physical world to his will without a single touch. Just like 11, he can lift, throw, and shatter objects using only the strength of his mind, but Vecna's got this super dark, evil twist to it. Remember when he totally offed his family? He used the things around him as weapons, with cold calculation. And it's not just about destroying things. In the Upside Down, he messes with the whole environment, twisting reality and controlling everything as if he were a god of that twisted dimension. It's not just about moving stuff, his telekinesis shows how much control he has, how dominant he is, and how terrifying his psychic grip is. Every time you face him, it's not just a fight of strength, but a battle of wills. Beyond his physical dominance, Vecna's true power lies deep within the minds of his victims. He can read minds and get into your thoughts, especially if you've got some baggage. He makes you see the scariest stuff, so you can't tell what's real anymore. This psychological assault isn't random, it's calculated torture designed to break down his victims from the inside out, leaving them isolated, terrified, and utterly powerless. By controlling their minds, Vecna not only strips away their sense of safety but also draws them closer to death, making every hallucination a step toward their demise. He uses fear as a weapon, proving the worst fights are all in your head. Vecna's terrifying influence isn't confined to a single realm, he wields a terrifying command over the very fabric of reality, effortlessly bridging the gap between the real world and the Upside Down. Through his gruesome murders, each act of violence tears open rifts, portals or gates, that fracture the boundary between dimensions and invite darkness to spill through. These gates aren't just ways to get somewhere, they're like scary doors made of fear and pain, and Vecna made them to take over the world outside the Upside Down. What's even worse is that he can just go between worlds whenever he wants, before the gates are even open, which is totally against the rules. It's not just that he's hard to catch, it makes him way more dangerous because he can just show up whenever he wants. He uses going between worlds as a weapon, reminding us that the horrors lurking beyond are never far away, they're just waiting for him to open the door. At the heart of Vecna's terrifying power lies his absolute dominion over the Upside Down, a dark, twisted reflection of the real world where chaos and nightmare reign supreme. He's not just living there, he's the king, calling all the shots. He's got control over the creepy monsters and even the Mind Flayer, who's got a whole army of its own. Vecna uses them to invade our world, spreading fear and destruction. It's like, the Upside Down gives him power, and he uses that power to mess with both worlds. Through this control, Vecna transforms the Upside Down from a hidden terror into a weaponized realm of dread, making him not only a villain of immense psychic might but also a dark god whose reach threatens to consume everything in its path. Vecna's terrifying strength reaches its peak within the shadowy confines of the Upside Down, where the very atmosphere seems to pulse with dark energy that fuels his already formidable abilities. It's way worse than the real world, where he's already a total nightmare. The Upside Down is like a power-up for him, magnifying his psychic and telekinetic forces to unimaginable levels. This sinister dimension is not merely a backdrop but an active source of power, its twisted landscapes and malevolent energy feeding into Vecna's mind and body, allowing him to bend reality itself with greater ease and cruelty. The longer he's there, the more he takes over, becoming a force of nature made of fear and corruption. Basically, he's almost impossible to beat in the Upside Down, a scary reminder that some bad things get stronger in the dark. His enhanced abilities there serve as a chilling warning, the boundaries between worlds are fragile, and when crossed, they unleash horrors beyond comprehension. Vecna is more than a villain, he is the living nightmare born from the darkest corners of the mind and the twisted heart of the Upside Down. He can mess with reality with his mind, invade your thoughts and turn your memories into a total mind trip, and open up portals to other dimensions. He's the master of blurring the lines between what's real and what's horror. He rules the Upside Down and its monsters, making him a god of destruction, and that shadowy world just makes him even stronger. He uses all his powers to trap, break, and destroy his victims, leaving only fear and death behind. Vecna doesn't just hunt with weapons, he hunts with your mind, your reality, your whole world. And when he comes for you, the only question left is whether you'll survive the nightmare long enough to realize it's begun. If you're fascinated by Vecna's dark powers and want to uncover more secrets from Stranger Things, don't forget to like and subscribe to Stranger's Freaks for more videos like this one. What do you think is Vecna's most terrifying ability, and could you survive if he targeted your mind? Let me know in the comments below.